Hello there. Had to adjust my camera a bit there. Tonight's shave, and I've had it soaking. I'm going to be using my V-Long 12601. And the razor we're going to be using is my Christopher Johnson Near Wedge with flame or quilted, whatever you tend to call it, maple scales. It's a Near Wedge if I didn't say. And the soap we're going to be using is a sample I got from Christopher David Bailey. Excuse me a minute. And it's from Deluxe Shaving, and the scent is Doo Wop. They have kind of a 50s thing going on. Their description of the soap is, we started with a classic barbershop scent, then added bergamot and neroli for their bright and fresh notes. The bergamot fruit is native to southern Italy and is widely used throughout the perfume industry. Neroli essential oil is bittersweet and has an intense floral aroma. This cream has a fresh and slightly bitter citrus scent, leaving your face feeling very refreshed and clean. Doo Wop is a paraben-free tallow-based shaving cream, which has the consistency of a soft Italian soap. And that right there is the kicker for me. In my opinion, this is not a cream, it's a soap or a croap. But what I'm going to do, because of that, normally I would just put a dollop of cream in my brush, if it was a cream, an actual cream, if I can get the package open, and lather it that way. But I'm just going to take a small bit of this, and if I need a little more, I will, as usual. I'm going to put it in the bottom of my lather bowl, and I'm just going to lather it right there in the bowl and see what happens. The only problem with these samples, and that's from anybody, not just Christopher, if I was to send a sample out, the people that used it would experience the same problem. That is, you can't get the sucker to hold still when you put it in the bowl. By the way, I found that at a local Goodwill. It's just a regular old bowl, but it's beautiful. I love it. And so that's, well, now they're talking citrus, and they surely hit the nail on the head to me. I don't know if bergamot is supposed to smell like oranges or whatnot, but there's a really distinct, almost orange scent to this. Now, I don't know why they call the soap Doo Wop. When you start talking like a 50s, I don't know, leather jacket wearing dude, to me, I keep thinking of hair tonic because I used a ton of it back then. I definitely don't think of citrus and bergamot or any of that kind of stuff, or floral. But this is scented out of the package that Chris gave me. I didn't really pick up a whole lot of scent, but when I begin to lather this like I'm doing now, this is a wonderful, fresh, citrusy type of scent. I get the citrus big time, but I do get, what did they say about which one did they say? Let's see, hold on a minute. Neroli essential oil is bittersweet and has an intensely floral aroma. I get the floral in this really well as well. And this is an absolutely wonderful scent. uh, and the intensity of it, at least here in the bowl. I just added a snot load, a boatload of water. I want to see how this stuff handles that water. But I mean, here in the bowl, the scent strength of this stuff is really, really high. It's wonderful. Seems to be handling the water just fine. But yeah, this to me is a soap. It's a crope. It's definitely not a cream by any stretch of the imagination, in my opinion. So I don't know whether they have a section on their website that says shaving soaps, which I have not explored. I went right to shaving cream because I assumed from pressing down on it that that's probably what they were going to call this. Although, like I said, in my opinion, it's not a cream. So in the shaving soap side of things, they may have a hard puck. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. And let me dry my hands. Let me do that while I'm lathering up, gents. Just hold on a minute. Lovely. Shaving soap. No products found in this collection. Okay. They're calling this a cream. I disagree with that assessment. As a shaver, in my opinion, lovely. This is a crope or soft soap. But it's lovely. The scent on the face is wonderful. It looks like it hydrates really well, which to me is important. Good and slick. Still loving the feel of this wedge in my hand. The French point is lovely. I don't as much like the way a wedge feels when it shaves, the way that, and that's just a subjective kind of thing. To me, though it is good and sharp, a hollow ground razor feels more keen, I guess, because the edge is thinner. I don't know, but I really love the way that this blade handles, the weight of it. I love the French point, the feel that I have when I get into places like along my mustache or along in here, along the edges between that ear and here. That French point tends to stick out and sort of help me, really get in there. I like it. I don't know if that actually is what it does, but that is how it feels to me. This scent is killer. This is a killer citrus. To me, it's not just orange, but there's a heavy lean kind of toward an orange scent, but it's just absolutely lovely. That's a lovely scent. I should have checked the price while I was on their site. I just left that page. But you guys know me. I don't really, unless we're talking about a really frugal soap that brings a lot for the money. Now those I will talk about price on, because that's kind of sort of what the beginnings of my channel that's kind of what the roots of my channel are all about, is some more frugal stuff. But for the most part, that's what I'm going to highlight. Other than that, I really don't worry too much about price when I review things. The price of something is really easy to find if you start looking for it, if you're interested in a product. And I'd much rather talk about how the product works, what it smells like, what it feels like, all that kind of thing, rather than what it costs. If it's something that you think you're going to be interested in, it won't take you very long to find out what that price is. So, and whether or not you're interested in purchasing it, and like I said, if you're looking for frugal stuff, when I come across soaps or any other kind of product that I think are really big bang for the buck, you guys will be the first to know. That's like, there's a couple of soaps. Fuzzy Face is a really good soap for not a lot of money. Another soap that hopefully will be starting to be offered here in the United States soon is Otis. It's from Canada, and it's just excellent soap, and it's at a really good price, and those are wonderful soaps, wonderful frugal options. I'm getting, I don't know if it's me, something. I have a good slickness on my face, but there seems kind of to be now, and I started noticing it about the middle of the second pass. And they're starting to be, I think, on this last pass, bit of a drag on the edge of the razor. I don't know what that's about or what's going on. Like I said, the soap it's just on my, here on the chin, I didn't feel it, but the soap is slick. I mean, I got lots of excess slickness there, but it just seems like my edge is grabbing, and I don't mean that like it's tugging or, but it's like, I don't know, it's catching the skin somehow. The razor's plenty sharp. Might be user error. There might be, I might not be hitting that angle just right in a couple of spots, because it's mostly happening along my cheeks. There along my jaw when I brought it across, and down here it's silky smooth. There along my chin, just my cheeks. So that might be me. So don't read into that, you know, that there's something wrong with the soap, because I'm not sure what's going on there. I can tell you that there's a lot of residual slickness left on my face, and I imagine that from the last pass I noticed it. And so yeah, put a little bit of water on your face and the slickness comes out really, really well. So I tend to think that maybe that was operator error, and there was some kind of, I was angling the razor a funny way there for some reason. Don't know why. But it's a lovely scent. The lather seems to handle water really well. Barbasol Pacific Rush, I think, will go with this really well. There's a freshness in this aftershave scent that would really go well with, I think, with whatever the component in Doo Wop here by Deluxe Shaving is that brings out sort of the fresh kind of scent in it. Just a lovely soap, I think. That's a wonderful soap. Smells wonderful. The scent is just, I think the scent is top notch for a citrus type scent. I think you'd probably like it. Bless you. Thanks for going along with the shave with me, and I will talk to you next time around.